And welcome back. Okay, so we are at Finsterstad, and there is a caravan contract here, which I will, I think, take. Partly because it's a short one, partly because I haven't seen this place yet, and partly because we are running out of food, and the food here is ludicrously expensive. So yeah, we kinda need that, but I think first we will do, once again, follow the tracks, because that's our bread and butter. How are we doing with money? Okay, we are still not there for the 2000 crown ambition. So let's do return item first. Also, what did it say there? Necromancy amulet. Well, let's hope there's no necromancer. That is kind of ominous. Also, I will check the recruits here. I probably did last time as well. There is this guy, taxidermist, whom I could take because of his good looks, of course. Because also we have these two out of commission for a while. I might still use them in this battle, because I don't care in the slightest if they die, as long as they don't die immediately and lose us the fight. So yeah, kind of a little bit counterintuitive to recruit someone when I'm semi-close to my goal, though. And also, since I need to feed people. I think I will, though. I'm still looking for, like, decent recruits, of course, since the team is comprised of, basically... Well, let's not use any nasty adjectives, but anyways, they aren't stellar. Not even the main character is all that good. Anyways, let's get this guy. Reinhardt. Okay, well, not great, but not terrible. 57 melee skill is actually decent for us. Has a star in that as well as melee defense, which is at 0, though. So as a taxidermist, I would imagine they get some kind of special perks. But whatever, he might just die before any of something like that can materialize. Alright, so, yeah. Also, our weaponry sucks at the moment. We have about 3 decent weapons for this stage in the game. Oh well, let's give you, I guess, a wooden spear for now, and also take this away from Grim. Alright. And maybe I will camp for just a second here to repair before we go. Okay, that is to the northwest. But like I said, let's camp for a bit. Alright, that's the repairs done, so let's go. Let's go and see what we have this time. Probably still rabble, but at some point we will start meeting tougher enemies. Well, there is a regular poacher instead of a rabble poacher. Anyways, if there is no necromancer, I would imagine we will have no difficulties. Casualties might happen, but oh well. So let's see, do I bring either of these guys? I think I can skip that. So let us not. Why would you shoot the guy with the shield? Well, anyways. Let's allow them to advance, and then we will pummel them to the ground. U-Bolt desperately needs a throwing weapon. We'll get some eventually. Unless we die. Alright, I think I'll just engage here. This rabble might be taking the high ground. I will wait and see about that. Still going for Herbert for some reason. Anyways, let's start killing. I guess go for this one. Good enough. Let's not finish her just yet. Not with the archer. Oh, come on, let me... Yeah, there we go. Okay, and Sanet, the melon mugger, goes for the kill, gets it. Slightly awkward here. Need to choose which one of these guys gets to attack. You have fast adaptation, but you have parry. Feint, that is. Anyways, I guess you go for it with your 10%. Take the high ground. Okay, I suppose Herbert goes for this guy and the backline. One shot, one kill. Okay, 5 left. Despite having no stars in ranged, Astrid has been doing good work for us. Alright, just 2 more fools to kill. I'll take that slight risk of hitting my own guy. Have a stab each. There we are. And we get 3 levels out of that. I haven't done any more planning, so it might take a bit of time to decide what perks we take. Okay, Melon Mugger, I don't care in the slightest about you with your 33 maximum hit points. Let's take fast adaptation. Make you useful for a while. That's fine. Albric the Monk, level 4. I will take this melee defense. Not planning on getting in melee range, but it will happen. Alright, and 1 perk point goes where? Perfect fit, maybe? Let's see. So you will have medium armor as an option. Is that your only option? It looks like it. Where is it? There, okay. Confused a bit since its icon has been changed since I last played Legends. Anyways, so we might be going for medium armor, or we give this guy like... Well, I guess nimble would make sense. So we can give this guy the light armor perk 3 book to read at some point. For now, I could just take something like resilient, or maybe 9 lives, or maybe gifted. Blend in is also an option. Like I said earlier, well, last episode, I think, this guy's purpose will be mainly to just spam Inspire eventually, but it will take a while to get there. I suppose Perfect Fit will be good for that because of the fatigue cost reduction, so let's get that. And we are getting the maximum benefit of that. Next up, U-Bolt. +3 there, +4 here, and there is some merit to improving melee skill, especially when you do have quick hands. And also, I believe, yes, we gain something from melee skill here. 25% of your melee skill as additional armor effectiveness. Yeah, I think I'll just get the melee skill. And also, I should give him, like, a better melee weapon than this knife. Also, you don't need that. Okay, well, technically better, but not much. But this is also a reach weapon, so let's give him a staff. He's like the worst hybrid so far. Eventually he'll be decent if he lives. I'm not planning on being a hybrid, really. I usually dislike hybrids, but anyways, for now, let's take the +3 to reach a whopping 53. Right, and still cannot get Throwing Mastery, so instead we get Bags and Belts. Like so, and we have some options. I guess you can have a... No, you already have a knife, never mind. Maybe like a wooden stick, so you can maybe stun someone. Okay, let's go back. That was everyone, yes. Okay. Okay, and now I will take this caravan and hopefully spawn some free, well, not free, cheap food at Lauenstadt. Also, let's sell a few things. Selling prices here are decent. Do I keep the short bow? I don't think I will. That's fine. Let's repair this staff, I think. Also, this blacksmith's apron is probably better than something we already have equipped. Yeah, better than this. Alright. Basically, one headshot will kill Sane, the melon mugger. I might just get rid of her now, actually. Though it's nice to have this background for events. With the company for 5 days, is consuming food. Does have the fast adaptation, which is surprisingly helpful this early. How much are you paid? 12. Okay, you may leave. I've had my fill of your company. Go mug some melons elsewhere. But yeah, let's pay them 50 bucks. And also that net can go on, well, I guess U-Bolt. And knife there. So I guess I'll name this, well, give them a better title. So front helper. As sad as that is, or it is, that guy is one of our best melee guys. Also, I should camp. Also, why is there... There's a capture on-hold contract here. Strange. Okay, well, I suppose it's been added at some point. Anyways, I am not capturing an on-hold. That would be insane. Haven't done that contract type ever, so that's a new addition as well. Alright, could use some more medical supplies, could use some more ammunition. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. Though we don't need anyone to repair, so let's change that. Pledge some ammo instead. And one scout, so we don't get surprised. Okay, that's probably friendlies. Or nothing. Okay, it's old tracks. Alright, saw some brigands there. They might have maybe been willing to fight us, but then they saw that noble army there. Maybe army is too grandiose a term for it, but anyway. Yet another city. Okay. So many cities. I'm not complaining about it. Okay, hopefully I can buy, like I said, some cheap food here. Should be able to do so. I am definitely not doing a 3-skull spider contract. No way. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit sick of these return item contracts, but they are the safe bet to level up and gain relations with these settlements. So I suppose I will probably do that. Okay, so the food here, well, it's more affordable, but it's by no means as cheap as I would like. Maybe the mushroom base price has been changed. I don't remember them being this expensive. Well, I need more food. So let's spend our monies, I guess. Well, this is a 30 stack. So, oh well. There goes my money. Oh, spoils in 7. I think this used to be higher. Okay, never mind. Let's not buy that many. That's fine for now. Alright, let's improve our relations, and also we get to scout a little bit as we do this, as long as it's... well, it is to the west, so never mind, probably. Alright. Let's get to it. Eventually, when they get better, higher tier bandits, we will actually find loot that's worthwhile doing these fights. So I wonder whether the anchor bonus will stay if you rotate this character out of their spot. It might. And at this point it might be better to switch into this staff, actually. I'll wait for the feint, though. There we go. Parried. Parried as well. Nice job. 49. Yeah, nice spot you found there. Definitely worthy of that green. Okay, let's wait for the feint again. Alright, and actually let's attack this one. Staff defense is quite a lot of defense. 24. Well, let's wait for the feint again. It never came. Alright, this one's leaving. Will not get away though. There we are. Sadly, no level ups. And even more sadly, the loot is, well, horrible. Okay, Grim suffers... no longer suffers from pierced chest. Okay. That means you go back into the front line to die. I don't have a helmet. No, actually I do. Never mind. So let's change that there. And also, yes, you can come back as well. Alright, I think I'll take a look here and see if I can see anything that we can actually take on in the wilderness. There is a cultist here as well as a Daytailer and a Ratcatcher and a Nun, as well as a farmhand. I would really like to get more people. Someone with actual long-term potential, perhaps. However, money and food are issues. I think I'll probably hold off on recruiting until some more people die. Or I make some monies. Yeah, I think we'll just go and see if we can see anything. We cannot from there. How about from here? Nothing. Alright, we could follow the road and see if we can find any wandering groups of enemies. And also see about the next settlement. I'll do so, I suppose. Pretty empty around here. Alright, we have a castle. Monk for 100. Now that's tempting. I think I will. Though it's quite unlikely I'll get someone who can actually fight. And I already do have a monk. Okay, never mind. Let's not. Let's not. Let's be more careful with our monies at the moment. Guess I take a look here now and then perhaps head back to Swanstad. Would be really nice to find something that we can actually do here. But there is nothing. Nothing at all. Alright. Well, let's go back to civilization. If you can call it that. Alright, one start. What do you have for me? Courier. 3 skull return item. Okay, well, let's try it. Let's try it. Northwest. Okay. We'll see if there's a necromancer. If there is... I'm not sure, but I probably will fight. If there isn't. But there are 14 of them this time. So I would expect someone to die. Okay, let's see here. Did Aleta have faint? Yes. %. Alright, I would like to intercept this group of brigands here. But maybe I don't really need to do that. They're coming my way anyway. Yeah, I think I'll not actually advance. Let's instead do that. Just end there. Alright, nicely done. Let's move in the way. Block their advance towards the archers. Well done. A bit lucky. $25. Well done as well. Okay, and once again I think I will wait for the characters with feint to attack first. The dog is going to attempt to flee, so I will stay put. Aleta will move here, I think. Probably. Well, we'll see if that spot is even available in a moment. Okay, never mind. Cannot move. Alright, and these two are also running away. So let's go for the poacher. No difficulties in this fight either. Nice dodging. I will still run you down, though. I do like the new bullseye as well. Alright. Clean and kind of easy. 3 levels. Okay, Reinhardt, level 2. +3, +2, and take the resolve. And I will just take fast adaptation, though I am tempted by student and gifted. Guess Colossus also, but I think this is just too good early on, especially when you're playing with mercenaries, brothers and sisters of this caliber. Okay, Froleika, level 3. Rolls max rolls there apart from the melee defense. Take one, at least one more resolve, +4. Alright, and let's see here. Gifted maybe. Insecure is not quite as bad since it does also confer a bonus to defense. So this character might actually be kind of long-term. Might even decide to further boost their defenses by using a shield at some point. Well, using technically a shield, this buckler at the moment, but take the perks as well. For now, though, I think I'll probably go with gifted. Yeah, let's do that. +3, +3, and let's take the hit points. So we'll be going nimble. That's a bit scary without any stars, nor having Colossus. I suppose there will be a heavy armor book somewhere. That would make more sense for her. And technically you can also do nimble plus Battleforged in Legends, unless they've changed that. Doesn't look like they have. If you also have Relentless, damage down to armor is reduced by 33% of your nimble damage reduction. Interesting. Anyways, Ingrid also go into the front line despite not having a helmet. Yeah, let's take fast adaptation. +3, and yeah, we probably just ignore this ranged skill altogether. You can barely call it skill at all when it comes to her. And let's take some resolve. Alright. 110 hit points for Herbert. That's very nice on level 5. Alright, let us return this Mask of Masquerade. Okay, and there we go. That's the ambition done, and I think we will just go ahead and use that on Herbert and put them to the back line for now. Though I did give them Spear Mastery, but I think I would probably like to use this backline weapon when we have a melee defense of 3. So for now, let's do that. Also 0 range defense, so we'll see. At some point we might be shot by a crossbow bolt to the forehead, between the eyes. Well, or someplace nearby. And that might be... Well, not with 110 hit points, but we don't have Steel Brow either. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that the end might come very quickly. Okay, so we have 12, well, nearly 1300. What is this? This is a delivery. Lauenstadt. Was that this place? Yes. I don't think I'd like to go in that direction. Maybe scout to the south instead. dead. Maybe go fight some nomads. I could, I suppose, now do this spider contract, but I think I will pass on that. Okay, beer now has 25 days before it spoils. I think that's like double from what it used to be. Anyways, let's get some bread. Spoils in 8 days. Okay. And let's see here. Would I want to recruit anyone? Probably not. Unless I get the rat catcher. The rat catcher events are pretty sucky, though. So I think we'll just leave. And let's go through some undiscovered country. To the south. Okay, immediately we saw brigand hunters. Let's go hunt them down. Whoops. Misclicked there. Alright, well, if I put Reinhardt in melee here, it might just be death for him, so probably not. So I should have... yeah, I forgot. I forgot to give anyone that militia spear. And the shield that Herbert had. Oh well. Anyway, let's go against this guy. Probably let Ingrid handle this war dog by herself, and if she cannot, then too bad. Alright. Let's engage with one of them. Okay, Grim, I don't care if you die, so... go and engage with more than one. And actually kill one. Oh, should have checked that percentage first. Why did you have such a low one? Balance dodge. 45 range defense. Alright, our monk and our so-called thrower have been caught up by these guys. Good one. Nice. Okay, so the poacher will get away. Too bad. Get some food out of that. However, it will spoil very soon. And now that I remember, let's actually equip the militia spear on someone else. Maybe on this guy? Sure. And you may also have the shield. Make a little switch there. Right. We move on. Watermill. Don't care. Greenskin tracks. Goblins. Not looking forward to fighting goblins. When would I be? Basically never, even if it's a pushover fight. Okay, let's go to airlock, I think. Maybe take a look from here. Can we see anything? Nope. Next ambition. Probably the noble houses. Would be nice to see the fame amount that we have. But we might already have this. If not yet, then soon. Probably. Alright, there are witches here. I will not be fighting witches. Taking action. I guess I will do that. There is a beggar here for 50 bucks. You can get lucky with beggars. Sure. Did I get lucky? No. Okay, you are yet another fodder character. There you go. Does have efficient packing and skillful stacking, so has some utility if they survive. Not much, but at least a little bit. Alright, welcome aboard, Paul. And let's do this taking action, I suppose. Paid 630. I think I'll once again get the poacher help. 140 though. That's more than last time. No. Never mind. Well, let's see. 14 nachos. Alright, well, this might be semi-tough. Let's see here. Do I need to make a change? Perhaps maybe this weapon is not quite as good as something else. Like a spear, even if it's a crappy spear. Also, yeah, these guys who will die easily are kind of a liability. I could also lure them into like a trading caravan, maybe, unless they get scared of that. They probably would. Yeah, I think I'll try that. Let's see. At least if this one is coming south, they might be going west instead. They are going south. And they aren't afraid. There we go. We have help. You'd just sit back and relax and let them handle it. I think I'll just stay put and let them come, though the caravan guys will probably advance. And take a shot there and take a shot there. just go ahead and end turns here, I think. 25. No luck. The caravan guys are staying put, actually. Well, they'll engage. They will engage. Because this guy at least will be in melee, which will trigger the rest of them. And also this guy for some reason decided to go kamikaze. Getting kills here is good, but it's not quite necessary. We mainly care about just getting the contract done. Okay. Let's finish this. This one is going to flee. Well, potentially, maybe someone here will... yeah, this caravan polearm probably, unless I get to act first, will finish it. Let's try to prevent that from happening. Good. Five left. Right, now we have a medium-sized one. Shouldn't be a problem, though. It's kind of crowded in here. Okay, that's basically the fight over. Can I get this kill? Yes. Good job. Un hommage. Alright, there we go. No one levels up. Get some nacho parts. And 600 crowns. You're right. So we have a 1 skull delivery to the west. I might take that. We can buy some amber here. Probably. For a good price. Let's do it. Let's also go... Well, then again, it's going to take us longer if I go through the fog of war, so let us not. Okay, pessimist event. Battle site there, but it seems nothing... No one on the road apart from this caravan. Alright, made it. Okay, we have an Alp contract. No, I don't think so. Not at the moment. Not with this group. Not without more reach weapons, I think. Sadly though, that is going to affect the amber prices. Still worth it to buy it. Okay, let's do so. Some more nets would also be nice. We'll get 3. And let's distribute those. Okay, there we go. A couple of crappy helmets would also be very good. However, there's only 1. Okay, sure, I will spend that money. And let's see here. Let's give that to you, because it's better. Alright, I will check where this courier is going to. Northeast Forstland. We might find some like easy nomads here. So would rather not leave just yet. Are we doing it food? Still okay? So I could go through this area, and there might be something there, as well as here. Definitely possible to find something there. Okay, never mind, let's do it. Let's do it. Does also enable us to sell that amber pretty soon here. Maybe immediately as we reach Forstland. Also, there is nothing here. Good talk. Let's scout a little bit in this direction. Find nothing. Still nothing. Disappointing. Okay, 16 undead, that's going to be zombies. Well, it is zombies, but it's also Geist and a few Necros. No thanks. Goodbye. I might do this disturbed rest. Or attempt it. Anyways, we have some levels from that delivery. That's the nice thing about Legends, deliveries and caravans. Grand experience. Let's take Resolve, let's take Melee Defense, Melee Skill. Sadly low rolled. Right, probably take Gifted or maybe Feint, but you already do have fast adaptation and we have plenty of Feints in the team. Let's just go with Gifted. Next up, Grim Fodder number 3, level 4. More resolve, more hit points. Alright. 54 melee skill. Terrible. How can I make you slightly better? Balance might be worthwhile. This has been seemingly changed since I last played Legends. I think now it's far more simplified. Yeah, seems decent. Also, yes, athlete is a thing. Would do quite a bit here. Let's actually take that. Now, let's see. So this is now 9 fatigue. And after this... Still 9. Okay, never mind. It didn't actually do anything. Well, anyway. Next up, Ingrid. Level 3. Plus 3 plus 3. And I guess I'll take the fatigue. Alright, let's see here. So you're the refugee who's a drunk. Does hit hard though. With lumbering. Might go with quick step. Fortified mind is an option. I'll go with quick step. It's a pretty useful skill. 1 AP to move 1 tile costs 7 fatigue. Right, there we go. So will I do... Yeah, I guess I'll try. Disturbed rest. We'll see. If it's zombies though, which it probably will be, I guess. Don't know how we will do. A crappy helmet would be nice. They're pretty expensive here. How about a recruit? Well, not her. And that was the only one available. Alright, so it's gonna be here, yeah. Well, let's go take a look. If it looks like it's too many zombies, then I can just flee. Like the milksop that I truly am. It's nachos, it seems. Okay. I think that's better for us. Yeah, I think that's better. Nachos are... I wouldn't say easy, but I think easier for this group. So if I move at all, I lose the anchor bonus, so I guess I'm staying put. We might use some spear balls for once. Though our melee skills are garbage. Anyways, take a shot. Take a shot somewhere else so you don't actually accidentally kill. Nice. That's a good start. What I could also do is just hold still and let them come. That means these 3 will get to attack once, but that's fine. It's going to be a lot of fatigue to use that spear wall to potentially no avail. Do want to protect Ostrich. Okay, I'll just stay put with you. You take a shot somewhere, even though it's very likely to do nothing. Hold. You move 1 tile. Because of no helmet. Just hold, probably. Spear wall is 30 fatigue. I think I'll just save it. You can hold. You can hold. We move I guess Grim over there. So Aleta, hold. And let's see what happens. So far, so good. So, are any of them waiting? It seems like the answer is no. This one just hasn't gotten to act yet. Alright. So, let's be a little bit mindful about the corpse creation here, so they don't get to use them. Alrighty. Should be able to move there probably. If I get the kill. There is a chance of failure though. Would be nice to kill this. But I do really want to prevent them from feeding, if so. I'll wait with you. Alright, can anyone take this spot? I don't think so. So it's going to be a little bit hairy for the next round still, but after that I think we're fine. And deal a bit of damage. Will that kill? Maybe. 50 to 70. Yeah, it would kill. That might also be a kill, but it's possible it won't be. This guy is next to two of them. It's not the end of the world to give them one or two feeding opportunities, but I would really like to avoid it. I think I'll go for this one, and if it's going to be a kill, then... well, hopefully not. Okay, it's nothing. Just a feint, a parry. That's fine. Hold. Alright, and since I don't think anyone to occupy this location here, and also if I did have someone, they would probably just be killed, being surrounded like this. I guess I won't be killing this one. Not yet. Instead do that. Right, that should entice this one probably, or this one, to go for this spot. Alright, and let's see. Okay, that's fine. That's good. So if I get this kill... not guaranteed to be a kill anyway. But yeah, I think I shouldn't. Let's instead just move... then again, I could move the monk here. However, 5 melee defense. Crappy armor. Let's not. Let's not. Move one tile. And you just... maybe just shield wall, actually. First, and then move. There you go. Okay, that's bad. Aleta might be about to flee. Hasn't yet. Okay, and that's a bit unlucky. Might be losing Reinhardt. That would be pretty damn bad. That would be pretty terrible. Did not die yet, though, so that's... I mean, he might die, but the important thing was that he didn't die yet. That would have been potentially catastrophic for us. Alright. Kill. Try to kill. Let's see here. Are any of them waiting? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Just go for... no, this one has yet to act. Let's go for this one, probably. Fail, fail. Alright, I suppose I'll wait before I move Ingrid. So I need to remember I actually have this quick step. It's not going to be of use here, I don't think, though. Yeah, let's go for this. Nice. Less nice. Okay, these three are fleeing, so there is a chance for Reinhardt. 58, go for it. Fail, fail. 70% fail. Alright, it's pretty likely that Reinhardt will die. We'll see though. Continue to shield wall. Basically, one hit will do it, unless it's a headshot. Let's have a stab at this one. Okay, that's good. Maybe I should have rallied there. Anyways, whatever. Also, Aletta is herself breaking, so I guess whatever. Alright, so one of you guys takes this corpse. I suppose you, since you have some kind of so-called helmet. A scarf. Alright, and let's risk it with Ingrid. So quick step does nothing currently, okay. And then again, with, in combination with the fast adaptation, I could have attacked once there, if I had used quick step. Oh well, I'll get the hang of it eventually. Alright. Still alive, but this Nacho gets to act in 2 turns, and I don't think I can do much about it. Yeah, doesn't look like it. Unless I, like, kill this one and lower its resolve. This one needs to go as well, though, as it's occupying a corpse. 20 to 30, so I need to hit once or twice. Okay, I'll try it. But he misses twice. Right. But Reinhardt did dodge that, so still alive. Good job, I suppose. Alright, go for this one, I guess. Could also go for this one, though. Now let's go for this one. Okay, and now this one is fleeing. Still 2 of them in the fight, though, next to Reinhardt. So we'll see. Right, acts in 6, acts in 4. Okay, so we can actually kill them, potentially. So I will move you instead of attacking. Okay, just move. Wait. Can still shield wall. I think I'll wait though. Alright, there we are. Okay, well, I suppose let's shield wall and hope for the best. We'd also just attack, but let's not. Could attack twice, though. That might, since we can break the resolve, that might even be better. Maybe. 25 to 30. Difficult to say which one is better. And if I'm... Well, this one is still going to kill itself as it tries to go, I suppose. I think I'll just attack here, since it's likely that I can break their resolve. And maybe even kill one. Okay, this one is fleeing. That one is not. Oh yeah, and it did have a corpse, and now it has fed. But that's fine. We can also go for a staff days if I'd like. 50% chance to smash the target on hits to the head that are killing blows. 75% chance to daze. I think you need like the perk for this to be good. Well, anyways, let's not take a look at that yet. Okay, just finish this one. Also, yeah, I do have the taunt ability, since I'm wearing this stupid jester hat, which means I can actually probably save Reinhardt's life even if I can't deal with this medium-sized nacho. So this is 3 AP, right? No, it's 4. Okay, so I need to get here to use it. Alright, aimed shot for 94. This one is going to die anyway. Okay, one left. And it's fleeing. Okay, there we go. The battle is won. Rejoice. There we are, so yeah. I guess I'm perhaps got a little bit lucky that Reinhardt survived. We get 2 levels out of that. And also a silver bowl. Nice to see. Alright. And now you may sit out. And we have Paul the Fodder, level 2. Okay, let's take hit points. Melee skill, melee defense. And fast adaptation. And Astrid, level 5, gets to take bow mastery. Plus 3 ranged skill. Suppose fatigue and initiative. Alright, there we go. So projected to reach 85 to 99 by level 11 for ranged skill. If we high roll, she might actually be good in the late game. Like decent at least. And despite having no stars. Okay, let's return. And no longer do we have terrified villagers. And that's also the ambition done. So let's wait for... There's also a patrol. We might take that. But let's wait for morning time. Also, are there... Yes, there's events during camp. Also, there is a smuggle item. Local criminal is in dire need of new equipment. You can help them smuggle goods. Okay, that's interesting. I have no idea what this would entail. Maybe it's like a delivery with a fight? I don't know. Anyways, let's take a look at these events. Apparently, Paul, the former beggar, needs some help. He's come to you, begging for a few crowns to help him get by. The man looks like he's in a poor state. But he's had plenty of practice of actually being poor, so it's hard to tell if he's being honest or not. Alright, so I think you can like boost his morale for paying him, but I will choose not to. Get back to work. Moral reputation decreases slightly. Okay. Well, anyways, next up we have... As the company camps, Grim stops stropping a blade and looks up. You all hear that? You do. Wild dogs are yipping and howling. You shrug and say it's nothing, but in that moment, there's a yelp, and the yips turn into snarling, and you hear the distinct sound of animalistic struggle. The snarls turn to whines. something is losing the fight. Grim turns to you. Sounds close. Should we check it out? I don't want to sleep with that around. Okay, well, we have a hunter option. You're a hunter, Astrid. Go take a look. It does appear the mercenaries will not be assuaged by telling them to grow a pair. Well, definitely not her. Astrid elects to go seek out the noise. Sure, it's nothing more than the wild dogs squabbling over primacy over the pack. You agree, the archer venturing into the dark all alone. Just as soon as the outline is gone, the canines cease their crying and you hear a growl that seems as though it came from a much higher ground. The whole camp is dead silent, daring not to even move. An hour later, and the hunter walks into camp, nobody having heard the archer come in. The hunter is camouflaged in mud slaked with twigs and leaves. Astrid's grafted stems into a hood, worn like some arboreal abbess. With hushed tones, the sellswords ask what it was. With a shrug, the reply comes. Well, I seen about a dozen dead dogs, some ripped apart. Found a few in the pit of very large footprints, and they'd not found the print, but had been stomped there, you know. And I saw something move along in the shadows between the treetops, and it went the other way, and I did not follow. I found a deer dead on its feet, leaning against a tree. Heart faltered by whatever it saw, I suppose. I harvested everything I could. The hunter turns and slings forward a rack of meat strung to a paneling of wood and leaves. Anyone hungry? Okay, so we gain cured venison, which is pretty nice, and Astrid gains +1 resolve. Hell of a haul, I suppose. Alright, well, there we go. I guess I'll take a look. What is this? Then again, if I take this, I cannot take the patrol contract. But I can read the description, surely. A man surprises you by sliding into your shoulder. You just about draw your sword when he quickly explains that a man by the name of Bedward the Cruel has sought your acquaintance. Sheathing your weapon, you tell the stranger to take you to him. If he's got business, he should tell you himself. The messenger nods and leads the way to a bandit's hideout. Okay, let's talk business. With a cocky grin, Bedward the Cruel strolls into your tent like he owns the place.
I need a favor. Ellenberg's got something of mine, but I'm not welcome here. Could you, go shopping for me?
Ellenbergs. Okay, I wish I knew where that was. Let's talk crowns, I guess. Okay, she is willing to pay us 1180. She jingles with a bag of coins.
This will be yours if you help me out on this. It's 1180 crowns when the contract is done.
So we're doing something illegal, which might probably will lower our relations. Pick up requested item from Ellenberg. Okay, let's think about this. So where is Ellenberg? I don't even see it, I don't think. Okay, In that case, I think I skip. So never mind. Alright, instead, let's camp here for a while. Do I need to fletch? Probably not. Let's instead look for medical supplies. Sure, we can have a healer. And also, let's actually treat that this time. There we go. Alrighty, let's see here. So no fletching necessary. 2 healers, 1 repair guy, 1 scout, and the rest are assigned to the supply tent. Alright, let's wait for morning. There we are. So what do we have? Yeah, we have the patrol. Probably will take that. There is a killer on the run here. I think I will skip killers on the run. It's also a beast slayer here, but kind of expensive for us. Quality wood is okay to buy, even at this slightly, ever so slightly inflated price. Do I need food? Soon. Okay, let's get 1 stack of ground grains. Cured venison is a bit expensive, but it's also a 30 stack. I guess I will get all of it, I guess. And that means we are out of money. Let's sell some garbage. Okay, so this is definitely a profit. However, I might be able to do better. So I'll take a look at the actual selling price with, let's see here, the shield. And also, yes, since you're out of commission, let's have someone else use this. Like Aletta. And also, I guess, yeah, let's give this slightly better helmet. Again, if you can call it that, to someone else. Let's give it to, like, Grim, I guess. There you go. Okay, no, I didn't mean to equip that yet. I needed to check the price. So the price is 19. Okay, well, that's decent. I can do better, though. So I might be willing to forego selling this stuff that's actually worth a lot here, and instead opt to wait for a better price. 20 plus. I think so. Anyways, so patrol. Let's first see where it would take us. So Schwarzburg to Adlerburg. 25 heads. Okay, so here and here. 25 heads. Well, it's going to be easy if we run into like easy groups of brigands or something along the way. However, we might not have such luck. Instead, what I could do is just head back to here and sell my stuff, potentially for a far better price than what I was offered. So we'll have 5 days to do it. There's bound to be something in this area, but I can't probably deal with any camps there. Not just yet. So I think I will actually skip this patrol contract. There might be something easier in here, though. Not sure if we can take like a full-fledged camp on yet, but maybe like a smaller one. I guess the potential failure or potential of not doing all that well in this contract isn't that bad. It's a bit of wasted time, though. And time is money. So I have 1600. I do need tools. Well, not just yet, but pretty soon I would like to have tools. So if I go to one of these castles, that does take care of that problem. Alright, well, let's try it. I don't necessarily see this as being correct, but maybe it's worthwhile. Yeah, I guess I should also take a look here. Can I see anything or anyone? Nothing, okay. That's a bit of a shame. Alright, let's see. Tool price is, well, it's not the cheapest, but I guess I will. Let's get like 2 stacks. Maybe I should also buy something from the marketplace if it's affordable. Let's take a quick look here. I don't really see anything worthwhile though. There is a dog. I'm not going to spend the money on it though. $40 for this leather jacket. I think I will pass on everything. Okay, good talk. Let's also check the recruits, I guess. And no thanks, too expensive. Yeah, let's go through the wilderness and hopefully run into something we can actually kill. If not, then this contract is going to be basically a failure. Also, we lose bread. Take a look from the mountain top. As soon as it's... Okay, next ambition. Let's see. Okay, this one is free, basically. Get a sergeant. There we go. This will help us greatly in the days to come. Alright, so who gets the sash? Maybe like Aletta. Or Albrecht, who has better resolve. Sure, give it to him for now. Alright, let's go through this mountain pass and see absolutely nothing. Except unholds. No thanks. There's also abandoned village. Okay, too early. Nice to know it's there, I suppose. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. Nothing to fight. Oh well. Oh well. Well, I suppose we'll scout this area. And maybe run into some brigands wandering about here. Next ambition. I think we'll get the... either the follower, camp retinue, or we choose nothing out of these options. I'm not going to go into the arena at the moment. And visiting every single settlement is going to take us too long. The thing with this is we can use that money better on something else. I'll still take it though. Come on, brigands. Come on, zombies. Goblins. Well, it is an easy camp, so we might be able to do that. Some skirmishers, a few ambushers. It's going to be painful, even so. Especially with this bad armor that we have. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it to fight goblins, even if it's an easy camp at this point. Not when we are so poorly equipped and so bad. I don't think I can do this place. There's probably nothing here. I could just return empty-handed. Should never have taken this stupid contract. But visiting Schwanstadt, we still have 3 days. I could scout this area. Maybe this place will have spawned some brigands for us to kill. Goblin hunters, well, that's goblins. Could fight with this group. Let's not. Would take a long time to get like 1 or maybe 2 kills. Alright, there we go. So, a brigand camp, there are some thugs. But if they do pose a problem for us, we do have nets as well, so that we will do. Also, I suppose Reinhardt will be joining the fight this time. Let's give them a staff as a reach weapon though. Or then again, I could just equip him with nets instead. Have him throw those from the back line, if they seem to be necessary. Yeah, let's do it like that. I will give him some kind of helmet. Well, a scarf. So that means Ingrid will relinquish her scarf. Let's use you in that spot. In that case... Well, let's see how we do. This is in the swamp. That's a bit sad. They have a poacher and a few rabble poachers, so they probably will think they have the ranged superiority. Alright. Let's take a look here. Backstabber, brawny, duelist, fortified mind, feint, relentless, steadfast. Tactical maneuvers, I don't even know what that is. Staff spins, polearm mastery, killing frenzy, executioner. Adrenaline. Okay, I think that's new. I don't think thugs used to come with that. Anyways, they are coming forward. This guy has a shield. And let's see, 46 melee defense. So that might be a net target. And the rest of them, apart from this one, are probably pretty easy to kill. Let's see. 23 melee defense. Well, actually, this one has 25. 27. 28. Okay, never mind. Anyways, let's see. 28 or 46. I will wait. Definitely go for a non-shielded target. Alright, and this guy with the flail can definitely like... Maybe even one shot Paul. 2 shots definitely enough to the head. So my net guy is all the way over there. However, someone still has a net. Yeah, Ingrid does. As well as a U-bolt. So, yeah, I don't care if Paul perishes. However, he shouldn't perish too soon. And also, he's been hit now. Yeah, U-bolt, I think you just use the net here. There you go. Let's see here. I guess Froleika just goes for the dog without any support. Does have that fast adaptation. Should have probably started Reinhardt like in the middle instead. This is a bit bad. Can go for the dog though. Okay, do that. Nice. Okay, Ingrid will die to one headshot, maybe. Has no headgear. If I go for a flank, they will likely target her. So I want to move Grim out of the way so that Herbert does have a shot at this guy. Now that I have netted, I suppose I will probably engage in melee. Yeah, I think so. $69. And a hit. A Grim move. And let's double check. What did you have? You do have feint, so go for it. Nice lucky hit there. Yeah, probably take like an aimed shot at someone. Unless I can find... Well, that's a 38. But a rebel poacher is far from a priority target. Let's go for the... Well, then again, if he's trapped in a net, he won't have like basically any initiative. Well, 52 still. I will double check. What does it say? I can't actually see. Trapped in net, but since this isn't reforged, I cannot mouse over it to see what exactly it does. It seems like a suspiciously high number for initiative though. Anyways, whatever. It's going to be... Let's see here. Still higher than some of us. Well, 99 there and 89 there. I'll go for the 66 with an aimed shot. It does land. Okay, I think Paul does engage here. Might be about to die though, if I do so. Can also go for the long way around. And act as arrow sponge until he dies. But let's just get him killed here if he's going to die. Right, U-Bolt, I think you just advance. Get ready to use that staff. And Ingrid. Let's move like one tile at least. I would like to keep these throwing nets. Can I afford to be greedy with them? Probably. Yeah, probably, I think. Since she doesn't have a helmet, I will be careful, though. Let's just hold there for now. Dodges of 46, dodges of 59. Lucky us. Okay, really lucky. Nice one. And I think now you wait for those feints from others. 68. Go for it. Alright, there we go. Not over yet, but pretty over. And I don't think we'll be using any nets here anymore. I think I will continue to risk Paul's life here. But then again, well, yeah, we had this guy in melee. So, just do that. Let's move Grim out of the way. See here, 85, go for it. Excellent work. Okay, and that is the end of that. One of them did get away, and we don't get any levels. However, we do get amber shards and some money and some tools, as well as a short sword and a reinforced wooden flail and a hatchet. And also a tip staff, and also a shield. So pretty good. Right, and we have a whole 7 heads. Guess we'll take a look from this mountaintop. We have a little tiny bit of time. Okay, 14 brigands. Alright, well that's really good. If we can kill them. Well, we can kill them, but they might be running away and they might run into like someone else who will kill them, and that will be bad. Anyways, whatever happens there will be next time. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you then.